Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for this is your June bonus reading. We are just going to jump right in here. You have this gossip card that says people are talking about you and what you're doing. Minimize drama. Take personal responsibility to act with integrity. You also have this health card that says it's time to improve your financial health and habits. Definitely, I think that it's a really good time for money. So, anything you can do to improve your habits, obviously around money, is just going to improve your financial situation. So, again, this is a good thing, not a bad thing, probably. It looks to me like you already are very focused on your finances or making more money, so that's good. You have the sun, that's even better. So I think things, it looks really, really good for you here, Cancer. I think things are going to be going pretty well for you here. You start off with the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles is a card of no action, and he's pointing towards the sun here. So I feel for a lot of you that this is saying it's time for you to move more towards your happiness or towards things that bring joy into your life. The Knight of Pentacles, he has all the knowledge and wisdom he needs to move forward. He's got these oak leaves on his helmet, and oak leaves are the, kind of represent knowledge and wisdom. The card itself says he has all the knowledge and wisdom necessary to make a lot of progress in his life. He can just plant seeds in this field behind him, and they will grow. But I feel that you need to move towards joy and happiness, your sun. Whatever it is that makes you feel happy is what I would be doing. And I would be doing more of it because, this card I feel is encouraging you to do that. I do also feel that there could be like a slower love connection coming in for you that will make you very happy. Could be any sign. You have earth, you have air, and fire standing out to me. So it could be any sign. But I do feel that you could be thinking about a person, or maybe you're thinking about delivering a message to a person. It will make you very happy here, Cancer. So if you're thinking about sliding into someone's DMs or something, I would go for it. You have the World as your crossing energy. The crossing energy can be what hurts you or helps you in a Celtic cross. And the World can kind of say that you need to get out into the world, or you need to do something in the world. And the Knight of Pentacles also pretty much is saying the same thing, because he's saying that you have to take action, towards the sun. And to do that, you have to get attention. The sun will, if we take action on something that has to do with the sun, we are going to get a lot of attention, or it's going to, make us stand out in some way, or it's going to bring attention into our lives. So, I would definitely take action on the sun. The sun also usually shines a light on something that is important for us. So the sun is kind of like a spotlight, and sometimes our attention can be being drawn to something, and we have to pay attention to the sun. You have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is coming up in the area of what's on your mind. And the Page of Pentacles could be communication. So again, I think that some of you could be, and then you go down to the Eight of Wands, which is also communication. So I feel that you could be wanting to communicate with a person, or you're hoping to communicate with a person. This looks like communication to me, so I would do it, whatever this is. This could also be communication that you already have received that is making you happy. So again, for some of you, maybe you've already received good news, or, maybe you've received positive news. It could have to do with anything. Page of Pentacles could be a new job, could be getting accepted into school, or, getting accepted for an apartment or something like that as well. So, there's like a million things that could happen with that card. In the area of your foundation, you have the Eight of Pentacles, hard at work. So I think you are working on the right things. I also get like right path energy off of this card. So I feel that this could be saying that you are on the right path. You're doing the right things that you need to be doing at this time to make progress, to move forward, to get closer to your goals, or whatever it is you're trying to do. So, I feel pretty good about this. I think you're making a lot of progress at this time, and I really just feel like you're moving forward with the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles can also represent material success on the horizon. So if you've been working towards something, you could be getting quicker results with the Eight of Wands, if you have been, working on a project or trying to create something. In your past, you have the Page of Swords. It's almost like you were just looking at something. The past is the energy that you're moving past. We go from this to like more action here. Even though the Knight of Pentacles is not taking action, you have that sun, you have the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands would be quick action or quick success. And so I feel for a lot of you, that you are kind of maybe moving past the curiosity stage about, being curious about a situation, and you're starting to take action towards a situation. I kind of, the sun is a catalyst as well. So sometimes the sun can come into our lives, and it's kind of like the thing that motivates us to action. And I'm wondering if that's happening for some of you. It's like maybe the story that's popping into my head is that maybe you see a person you're interested in out on a date and you're like, oh my God, I better, make a move before this person gets scooped up or something like that. It's almost like the sun is a spark that's happening in your reading that is motivating you to action. This could be in work or business or your career as well. It's like maybe someone at work is telling you they're going to go for a raise as well. And you're like, no, oh, wait a minute, this is mine. So there's like something happening here. I feel that is like motivating you to take quicker action or is kind of like motivating you to move towards the sun. Again, the sun is a spotlight, like I said, so if something is capturing your attention, if something in your life is standing out to you, or there's something you want to do, I would go and do it with the sun because, the sun is shining a light on something for a reason. You have the Eight of Wands over the next few months. The Eight of Wands is quick success coming in for you. And I think this is really good. Number one, I do feel there could be communication between you and a person. And so, again, if you want a person, I would communicate here, before they get scooped up. Something is happening here. It's like you're seeing something with that sun. If this is love for you, again, I think you're seeing something. It might not be them on a date, but, maybe you see them on Tinder or something like that. And I feel like this is saying that's your clue to take action. Same thing in work or business as well. Again, you could see someone. It's like the other thing is, like, you could see someone who's like talking about something you want to talk about or is like doing something you want to do. And I feel this is kind of the universe is trying to tell you, hey, it's time to go. It's time to take action. Like, this is a green light. This is a big green light for you. And I would move towards the green light. In the area of your closest relationships, you have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is pretty good in the area of your closest relationships. It kind of says that you are feeling secure in your closest relationships. And again, your closest relationships is all your relationships. So I feel like you're finding security in the people who matter to you and, in the people who help you the most in life. So I would definitely, and I do feel this is kind of like asking you to nurture those relationships, the ones that matter to you and, the people that lift you up and all that other good stuff. I do feel like you could be a little bit closed off in love. So again, if you want love, there is, definitely something going on here with the Knight of Pentacles that is saying it's time for you to take action. It's time for you to make a move. Or it's time to get going. It's time to start moving towards a person. You have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is the card of knowledge and wisdom. So I feel for a lot of you, and this is coming up in the area of your future feelings. So I feel like you feel that you have been making right decisions in the future. That's really the feeling I get here. That's not like traditional King of Swords energy, but really that's the feeling I get. I feel like you feel like you have made the right decisions in life moving forward, and that's going to lead to more success. I do also feel you could be attracting a person who is older than you. The King of Swords can be a more mature person. They don't even have to be older than you. They could be younger, but they could just be very mature. Maybe they have their life together. So I kind of feel like you could be attracting a person like this. I would also say that I feel you could be attracting like a very busy person or a person who, does a lot of stuff, because you are, if you have your eye on a person, it's like, I feel like you see this person in many different ways, but I think these are stories that you're telling yourself in your head. This could also be a work situation as well, so take it how it resonates, but it's almost like you see it as the Page of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the King of Wands as your outcome, whether this is a person or an opportunity. It's like with the Page of Pentacles, it's like I feel like you're saying to yourself, do I know enough? Or, do I have all the details on the situation? Is it safe for me to commit to? Again, whether it's love or otherwise, doesn't matter. With the King of Swords, you're like saying, is this person going to open up? Are they going to have the time for me? With the King of Wands, I feel like you're going to find out that this person has more than enough energy to give. The King of Wands is very bold, very assertive. It's almost like for some of you, I'm wondering if you see a person and you're wondering, is this person going to, put in the work? Are they going to do something? Are they actually going to do the work, right? Or something like that is popping into my head here, Cancer. Like you're saying, do they actually have the energy to also give to me? And I think the answer is yes. This is also coming up in the area of your outcome. So the King of Wands is you being more bold and assertive. It's you kind of taking action on the sun. So I think that a lot of you are kind of very enterprising right now. You could be, some of you could be like starting businesses or starting side hustles with the King of Wands. I also feel the King of Wands kind of represents protection from risk. He has this little, it looks like a lizard, but it's supposed to be a salamander. He has salamanders on his cloak as well. And the salamanders represent protection from fire. And so the whole point of the salamanders in the tarot is that you are protected from risk, basically. Like if you're afraid that you're going to get burned or that you're flying too high towards the sun, the King of Wands basically says, no, you're not. With the Knight of Pentacles in the world, you have the Nine of Wands, needing to open up. I kind of feel this is saying, give something another shot. The world could even say that there's something that you've always wanted. There's like an achievement or something that you've always wanted to accomplish. And I kind of feel this whole entire reading is a green light to go for something you've always wanted. That Nine of Wands says you've tried before in the past, and maybe you did get burned, but now you have more knowledge and wisdom right here and right here. And so now it's safe for you to try again. And the Nine of Wands does represent boundaries, so there's nothing wrong with, approaching a situation with boundaries as long as you're not putting up so many boundaries that it can't move forward. But again, I kind of feel that. Yes, with the Page of Pentacles, you have the Two of Swords. I feel like it's like you're thinking this or that on a situation that's probably much more complex than you realize. And I'm not trying to be like mysterious or anything like that here, but she is thinking this or that. But there's this island behind her, and I always say that island, it represents a third place solution. And so if this is a person, I think they are much more complex than you realize. Like maybe I think if you're attracted to a person in this reading, you find them attractive and all that other good stuff. But I think there's more to the story, but you have to learn that. The Page of Pentacles is card of studiousness. It basically says you're not going to figure that out unless you go on a date with this person or unless you communicate with this person or whatever. Same thing with work or business. Again, I think some of you, you don't realize what something is going to lead to, right? You never know where something is going to go. Like this channel, right? It's like I started this channel as a hobby, right? And I couldn't even imagine, there's no way I even knew what it was going to lead to, right? So again, there's like a million examples. I'm sure everybody will tell you that, but it's like when you start working on something, you have no clue where it's going to go. Like I never thought I'm flying to Austin tomorrow to speak at an event, right? I never thought in 6 billion years that I would be speaking on stage based off of what I do, right? So again, it's like I never could have imagined that. And I kind of feel that here where it's like saying you're thinking that love or a business or something that you're going to start is going to go one way, but I think you can't even imagine how something is going to turn out. With the Eight of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is about carrying a heavy burden. Again, I think your head is buried in work. On the Eight of Pentacles, he's only focusing on those pentacles. And his head is buried in the work that he's doing. And so I feel for a lot of you, this is saying, it's time for you to have fun. The Sun is a card of childlike energy. There's this child on the card that represents your inner child. So I think it's time for you to, do more things that you enjoy in life, have more fun, look up from your work and go do something that you enjoy. With the Page of Swords, you have the Wheel of Fortune. I do feel like you're done getting burned. It's like the Wheel of Fortune can represent repeating a cycle, And so I think here with the Nine of Wands and that Page of Swords, that you don't want to get burned again. And that's really the message that I'm receiving from your reading. And that's totally understandable. Again, I think if you've been hurt doing something too many times, it's like once you touch that hot stove, you don't want to touch it again. So I think that some of you have an opportunity that kind of looks like a hot stove. Maybe it looks a little risky or a little dangerous, but I think this is an opportunity that you're really going to enjoy, especially if it's love. But again, even if it's business or work. With the Sun, you have the Six of Swords. Yeah, calmer shores. The Sun is trying to guide you towards calmer shores. Like I said, the Sun is a spotlight. We really, I don't look at tarot really as good or bad. I think, yeah, sure, the Sun is the best card in the tarot, but to me, the Sun is an action. All the tarot cards are an action, and I am a solutions-based tarot reader, so that's why I always read for solutions. The solution to the Sun is to pay attention to your attention, and the Six of Swords would say that you need to move towards your attention because your attention, which could be coming from Source, the universe, whatever you believe in, it could be guiding you towards something that is going to be very fruitful, very abundant, very childlike, very playful. That's something that's going to bring a lot of happiness into your life as well. With the Eight of Wands, you have the Lovers. Are you kidding? Right there. So you need to communicate with a person here, Cancer, or again, someone might be reaching out to you as well. And if they reach out, I would communicate. Or, again, if you need to be the one that gets this going, or again, if there's some sort of catalyst is the word I was getting here on the Sun, because the Sun is a catalyst, then I think that, moving towards whatever this thing is, especially if it's love, it's going to be something you love. If it's not love, this could be you thinking, I need to get a raise or a promotion, or I need to start that business. I think this is saying you can't imagine like what it's going to lead to. With the Four of Pentacles, yes, are you kidding? You have the Page of Cups. Could be a water sign here that you are interested in. And the Page of Cups is an admirer. So this person might already be interested in you if you know this person. I also feel that, again, that the Page of Cups can be a love offer. So I would, someone has to make a love offer here, clearly. With this King of Swords, you have the Seven of Wands. There are the boundaries. Seven of Wands is my card of drawing a line in the sand. Basically saying, maybe you do need to put up certain boundaries so that a person doesn't hurt you or, whatever the case may be. I kind of get this feeling of you feeling a little bit rushed as well. Again, if, with the Sun, something happens where you're like, oh my God, I got to, make a move. Then you could feel a little bit rushed. He's wearing two different shoes on this card. He's wearing like a boot and a shoe. And to me, it kind of represents the fact that maybe he had to rush to do something, or maybe he had to rush to commit to something. And I would never encourage anyone to rush into a relationship, but you might feel a little bit off balance. Sometimes I feel the Seven of Wands is really saying, there will never be a perfect moment for you to do something. So while you might feel rushed, if the feelings are right, I would, go for it. With the King of Wands, are you kidding? You have the Ace of Cups, so definitely a solid love offer. If you are looking for love with that King of Wands, I think that this could be a very good connection for you. I think that it could be something that's very exciting. You have this excitement card, and it just looks amazing. You have this January card in this bowl. It says plenty of material things. Yeah, it looks really good for those of you in work or business, or again, if you're getting the green light to do something you've always wanted to do with those first few cards there. So I would definitely take action on what you've always wanted. You have this Teardrops card, and it says great personal sorrow. So I think you have to let go of the past here, things not working out, or the times that you've been burned, right? You have this Firecracker. It says excitement on it. Very exciting time for you here, Cancer. So yeah, looks good to me. You have this Sunrise card. It says new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. The whole entire reading is like encouraging you to move on to calmer shores, move towards that fresh start so you can be fulfilled. And you have this table. It says hard work ahead. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Like, you're going to be balancing both things. Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, and with all these other responsibilities. But, I think you can handle it. This looks amazing. Love it. So, I love where this is going. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your month.